Did you know there's a theory underneath the work that I do that most people never heard? And it starts with a neuroscientist called Carl Preben. Memory might not be filed in one place. Preben was a neuroscientist at Stanford, and he proposed that memory is stored holographically, not in the one location, but distributed, the way a hologram works. So if you cut a photograph in half, you get half a picture. But if you cut a hologram in half, each piece still holds the whole image. His proposal was that memory is held that way across the brain and body. Years later, he came across the work of a physicist called David Bohm, a protege of Einstein. Bohm had proposed that the universe is an undivided, deeply interconnected whole, and every part contains information about the entire system, which is the same principle as a hologram, except at the scale of everything. And Preben connected the two. So 2 years ago, this got a lot more interesting. In 2024, researchers at NYU published a study in Nature's Communications. They took human cells that are not the brain cells from kidney tissue and nerve tissue and gave them spaced patterns of signals that your brain gets when you learn something. And those cells responded the way brain cells do when they form a memory using the same two molecular factors. Block those factors and the effect disappears. So even though they're not brain cells, they are learning. And finally, there is something that no one can explain yet. Also in 2024, a survey of transplant recipients found that almost 9 out of 10 reported personality changes after surgery. Their temperament, their food preferences, their sense of self and who they were, no one has an explanation for this. And so I'm not really telling you what this means because I don't know. But what I do know is that you can talk about something, you can talk about your emotions, your history, your patterns for years and understand it completely, and yet your body can still hold on to something like that, which makes a lot more sense if memory was never only in your head and in your mind.